Action.
Action, yes. Well, I'm here in Italy after 65 years since I was here in 1944 in Sorrento, overlooking the bay, where I can see Naples nestling underneath Mount Vesuvius, which did have a minor eruption when I was here in 1944. I remember driving along the road in the vicinity when it was pine ash covered the road, and I made tracks which looked like snow. I had not the slightest idea how dangerous this could be, because I was a young man and knew nothing of the history of Mount Vesuvius and the great destruction it had caused 2,000 years earlier. During my time in this minor eruption, there were several fatalities, I know. But close by Sorrento, where I am now, is a beautiful small town called Amalfi, which is along a beautiful, most scenic coast road from Sorrento. When I was a soldier at Monte Cassino, where there was terrible action and there were 3 bushes and many thousands of casualties, where we eventually got in. We used to come in turn for a rest period to this little town of Amalfi, where we were billeted in a school. There's a beautiful cathedral there, and a lady in the cathedral told me that we soldiers would never get as far as Rome. I've come back to try to tell her that we did make it, but I can't find her now. So that's it. That's all I can say about it, really. We fired Monte Cassino is a beautiful monastery on the hilltop, which dominated all the approaches and was the main coast road up to Rome. The other one, near the coast, I think, had been flooded. They call I forget the name, but the marshes had been flooded, so the key road was past this mountain top, which dominated all approaches. And so the troops, American 5th Army, British Army, New Zealand Army under General Freyberg, especially General Freyberg, who was a somewhat independent soul. There was a danger he might withdraw his troops back to New Zealand if we didn't agree with him, and he wanted the monastery to be bombed. And so I stood on the side. I was a member of an artillery unit, medium artillery, Shropshire Yeomanry, which had been made into a regiment of medium artillery. Somewhat noisily before the 3rd and final push, we had an influx of Polish soldiers coming in to our right-hand side. They were somewhat noisy because we were trying to be very quiet in this valley, pretending that many troops had withdrawn. See, the Polish troops had arrived. They'd had a very hard journey because they were released by Stalin. They'd been prisoners of war of Stalin, but they were released by Stalin. And they were in Italy, fighting, they thought, or hoped for their homeland. And they were the first to reach the tops of Monte Cassino. But it had been largely deserted, and they only found wounded German troops there. On the left-hand side, the French goons had made a breakthrough over what was considered impassable mountains, and were getting round behind the Germans. So they had to withdraw, and so we eventually had the victory and opened the way further towards our trek towards Rome. But at the moment when I'm sitting here 65 years later in the beautiful Sorrento with Mount Subius in the background, it's a lovely holiday, and I like to come back here because I like the Italian people very much, and so I've learned a little Italian, so it's like coming home. Okay. Salute. Italia.
Have a drink.
Anche italiano.
Drink it.
Io voglio parlare italiano un poco. Sì.
Otherwise.